You know, I'm gonna tell you guys a little embarrassing story now that I'm thinking about it, just as like a little, hey, farewell gift before I leave. Okay, so our air conditioning wasn't working one of these days in my apartment, right? This was like my roommate wasn't around for this, but I was really hot. Like it was sweaty. It was like 78 to 80 degrees in the apartment, right? And there was no AC, and I had a deadline to meet by that night, right? Because I had to do voice acting for this fucking game that wanted my voice acting that my friends were participating in, right? So it was like what, earlier this year or something like that. It was just really humid and hot, and I was like, dude, I can't do anything, right? It's suffering. Like I need to get out of the apartment, but I need to do this deadline, right? So I ended up, maybe it's not that bad, but I took off all my clothes, right? Because I was like so hot. That closet has no vents because it's like soundproof, right? There's no ventilation and no like air. So when I was recording for that video game, right, all of my voice lines I was recording while I was like completely naked and sweating. I think it was like the what's his name, the skeleton dude, like that was like through the shadows, right? I forgot that character. So a little hidden lore there is I voice acted all of his lines, and I was getting live direction too from the guy that was making me like redo stuff if I needed to, right? So I was in like a call as well, not like a visual call, of course. It's just like in a regular call, so that he can say like, okay, redo this line, say this again, and redo this, right? And while I was doing all of that, right, he didn't know, like I was like just butt naked and sweating and just like struggling with the heat, trying to meet the deadline for that. Yeah, it was bad. It was so hot in my closet, man. It just sucked. Like usually it is when I'm recording, right? So I had to like leave the closet after a bit, like after an hour. That's when it gets really like hot in there because of my setup and just being sweaty in general from doing like a lot of different shit. So then I had to get out of there and just like, because it's stuffy in there. There's no ventilation. It sucks. You could technically say I was just really getting to character, right? Because skeleton. Can you fit a fan in there? No, I'm not doing. You guys don't understand. If I put a fan in there, that's noise. That's background noise that affects the quality of the recording, okay? And if you have any like extra, I already have to deal with the stupid like fan noise from the laptop here and there, right? And I want to minimize as much noise and sounds as possible inside the closet for like high quality recording, okay? If me putting a fan in there is gonna ruin that, all right? That's not the point. Not the most embarrassing thing. It's not, but like it's just lore to like for people to know that I had to do voice, that kind of the context of the voice for that character was me being sweaty and naked because it was just too hot in my apartment and they didn't fix the AC. So it got fixed though. The next day, you could try cooling the room before going in. How would I do that? I don't have like a portable AC. That's also expensive too. I don't know. It's a closet. It has a lot of clothes in there too, bro. I don't know. How do you cool down a room without AC, like without an air conditioner? Fill a water bottle with ice cold water and hug it to cool down. No, not like that. They said cool down the room. What am I supposed to do? Throw fucking ice cubes everywhere? Open the window. There's no window in there. What are you talking about? There's no window. Okay. You're just rage baiting me again. Shut up. Oh, Shoto, open a window in your closet. Shoto. Bro, dude, just open a window. Dude, you're hot. Just turn on the fan, dude. You idiot. Dumbass streamer. Open the door, bro. But if I can't open the door because it connects to my bathroom, and my bathroom, there's white noise from the bathroom, from like, water? Or like, the air purifier from my room, right? That like goes through the door. Guys, the hero voice was on.